So the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 are available in a limited capacity, guys, and I want to talk about this in more broad terms here, okay? I've been wanting to get an Xbox Series X for quite some time. We want to get the PlayStation 5 as well, but we're not willing to pay astronomical prices from those who were able and fortunate enough to get a copy or were able to get one of the new gen consoles, and they're just selling them, you know, on sites like Amazon, Walmart, and things of that nature for crazy prices. And so I want to talk about this being like just what this means, guys, for the next generation of console gaming. Obviously, many people have moved to PC. They love the PC gaming side of things, but some of us absolutely love just console gaming. I've grown up with console gaming, grown up with an Xbox. The original Xbox was the first console I got. And, you know, obviously we've gotten all three of the consoles at this point: PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. But we want to upgrade, of course, because it's been a number of years. We want to upgrade to the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5, and we really can't. If you want to just buy it in stores at, you know, the $4.99 price tag or $5.99 price tag, depending on what you're getting, you just really can't do it. And it's a really unfortunate thing, guys, that especially we saw that GameStop was releasing, you know, a limited number of Xboxes and PlayStations on Thanksgiving. And this just really brings up like a massive issue that I have with all of this that's going on. We understand that there's a chip shortage as well as many other shortages across the country when it comes to a number of issues, guys. We could talk about the chip shortages. We could talk about, you know, the price of lumber. We could talk about all kinds of different things. But what does this mean in particular for the gaming community at large? Okay, so here's my biggest issue with it. It's not even so much that, okay, we understand that there's a chip shortage. That's not the fault of Microsoft. It's not the fault of Sony. Really what this is, guys, though, is a problem for the gaming industry at large, when a lot of these games are starting to move in a direction where it's going to be exclusive to the next-gen consoles. This is where it becomes an issue for me, because a lot of us who want to get the next-gen console, we haven't been given an opportunity to get it because they're sold out so quickly or whatever the case may be. So where does this leave us? Well, we have Call of Duty. Okay, let's just say, for example, Call of Duty. So Call of Duty is one of my favorite games of all time. We have Call of Duty Vanguard out right now. It's available on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. But what happens with Call of Duty 2022? Is the next Call of Duty going to move in the direction of 100% Xbox Series X, S, and PS5? Or is it still going to be available on Xbox One? Because there comes a time, guys, where it's going to change. So I'll give you an example. So if we go back to when the Xbox 360 was out, and we go to the Xbox One, okay? We get the Xbox One. Sure, Call of Duty Ghosts back then was the game that came out. And Call of Duty Ghosts was a title that was available on Xbox One as well as on Xbox 360. And what this created, though, was it almost split the community up because there was no crossplay at this point in time. And so, obviously, it became a problem for many people because it split the community. And then it didn't take much longer. You had Call of Duty Ghosts. Then you had, I mean, just a number of other Call of Duty titles. We have one every single year. And at some point or another, they say, look, we're no longer going to release this on the Xbox 360. You got to get the Xbox One in order to play the most current game. So what does this mean? Well, there's a good chance, guys, I believe, that Microsoft and Sony, they know this. They know that not everybody has a console that wants one. So there's a good chance that the games that come out in the future are going to still be on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. But where does this really turn into a problem is from a graphical perspective. From the perspective of, you know, just the bugs, the glitches and stuff on the old gen consoles. I've been playing Call of Duty Vanguard on the Xbox One, and I notice a lot of frame rate issues. The graphics, things are still loading as you go. The campaign is awesome, but a lot of times there's just bugs, there's glitches, and because you just know that this game isn't meant for the Xbox One. It's meant for the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S, and of course the PS5. And so that's where it really becomes an issue as we go. So the question is what is the, what's going to be the solution here? So I feel what needs to happen, and this is just more so, fingers crossed, being hopeful that the Xbox Series X as well as the PS5 become more readily available to everyone, to the masses. Anyone who wants it should be able to get it. Now, the chip shortage is still a significant issue. The question is that going to get any better as we go? Alyssa, you see everything that's going on. Obviously, the problems that we're having with trying to get a new console. We don't want to pay crazy prices for it. Where do you think this is going? Do you think that they're going to be able to just at some point or another, say maybe in early stages of 2022, they're going to have more Xboxes and PlayStations than ever before? Or do you think the chip shortage is still going to be an issue?
Well, seeing as the New Year's only a month away, I don't see it changing in a month. I think it's really sad that it's like this because I mean anybody that wants a console or can afford a console should be able to get one. I don't like that people are buying them for $400 and selling them for $1,000. I think that's outrageous. I mean, I understand like the reason behind it, supply and demand, but I just think that's astronomical. That's just ridiculous. And I, as much as we want one, I would not pay that just for the simple fact of, I just think that's wrong to upsell it that much. I mean, that's like, you can upsell it maybe $100, $200, but to upsell it into the thousands, I mean, that's crazy to me. And I don't like that. I don't think they should switch the games over to Xbox X until everyone who wants one is able to get one. I think that's wrong. I think, like, there are diehard Call of Duty fans. There are diehard fans of certain games. And if they can't play it just because they don't have a console that they can't get, I don't think that's fair. I think maybe they need to, if you're having issues with the graphics, make the graphics compatible for the Xbox One and the Xbox X. So then whoever's playing on the Xbox One gets the experience, but they just haven't had a chance to get their hands on a new console. And that's not our fault. And it's not, the developer's fault. It's just what the world is right now. But I hope that we can get our hands on one soon. I check online every day to see, because people at certain stores have told me you got to get on at the right second. Like, they are there. It's just once they're on, they sell out in minutes. So it's like you kind of have to be online at the right time. Now, as far for you, your Xbox works, so it's just a matter of waiting until you can get your hands on the new one. Mm-hmm. As for the PlayStation, well, our PS4 kind of crapped out, so
it did. Yeah,
we kind of need to get our hands on that PS5. I've always been a PlayStation person. He's always been an Xbox person, so we have to have both. And it's nice we can play both games that come out on each system.
Because more and more exclusivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have the Switch because of the exclusivity with the Nintendo games, the Mario, whatever. And I don't think there's a new Switch console. Is there?
No, they have like different, I think, like bundles and stuff that you can get for it.
But so we're good in the Switch aspect. But yeah, I definitely want to get our hands on, well, especially for you, the Xbox. But I just think it's crazy right now how you can't get your hands on one, and I'm not going to pay over market value for one. I mean, 2 times over market value. I mean, that's just crazy. We don't need it that bad.
Well, and even crazier though is that people are paying for it. They're actually paying those prices.
That's why people are doing it.
Yeah,
like someone's buying it for $500 and selling it for $1,000. And making a $500 profit. I mean, that's just crazy. But people are doing it because their kids want it so bad for Christmas, or or their husbands want it, or their girlfriends want one, or whatever. It's crazy, and it's not gonna stop until people stop paying it. Like, it's just crazy to me that people would pay that for a console.
Or what will happen is when more and more Xboxes and PlayStations become available,
price is gonna go up.
Then, well, no, I'm saying that when more and more consoles come out, the price that people are, upselling it for is going to go down. So, like, instead of it being $1,000, it's going to go down to $700, $600.
Well, I feel like once there's more available, no one's going to upsell it. Because everyone can get one.
Yeah.
Like, the more of the upselling isn't going to happen.
Yeah, and look, like I said, guys, I want to have this as like an open conversation where we can talk about it. Where do we think this is going? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below where you think this whole thing is going with the consoles and the issues around the chip shortages and things of that nature. I'd love to hear from all of you guys. Let us know. And for more content like this, guys, stay here with Zero TV. Let me check on the kids really quick. Okay. What's going on down here? We're getting close, guys.
Yeah. No, then we have to watch football.
No, the game's not going to be on yet until 1.
Yeah.
We can at least get started.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting how that works. Oh, remember Momo? Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
No, I did not.
You don't remember this?
No.
The Momo thing would come on and, like, tell little... It was coming on little kid Peppa Pig YouTube videos and was telling them to kill themselves. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah. That shit was creepy as fuck. Okay. Next. Okay, we're talking about... let's see here. So we did 1, 2.
I think a mouse got into the attic at Kathy Drive and chewed holes in the kids' stockings.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit. Okay.
Wait, is there gonna be a new one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shut up.
We're gonna talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting it.
Nah. Yeah, I know, babe.
Of course we're not.
I'm just fucking kidding, baby. Come on, let me just see my honeys.
Yeah, no.
Where are we at? You're kind of like a little bit out of frame. I mean, I guess I can move this just a touch.
Well, I can't get any closer, babe.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, geez.
Yeah, I know it's tough. All right. Okay.
Hold on. Wait, I got an itch on my eye.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hate when I get nervous and get itchy. All right, come on.
Okay. Super Mario Odyssey is, without question, guys, one of the best games I've ever played on the Nintendo Switch. And I want to talk about, we've talked about Super Mario Odyssey on the YouTube channel. You guys can check out all of that content that I've already posted. But I want to talk about Super Mario Odyssey 2 and kind of where we stand at this point in time. Where are we at with this title? When is it coming out? I know there's a lot of you out there that absolutely loved Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, it was acclaimed by critics and fans alike. And so we're going to talk about the sequel, guys, the much anticipated sequel that is coming at some point or another. So let's get into it. So guys, this is coming to us from Game Central, Metro, the folks over there. Super Mario Odyssey sequel will expand the series in new ways, says Nintendo. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 may have been critically acclaimed as two of the best video games ever made, but they were by no means the most successful titles on the Wii. Super Mario Galaxy was only the 9th biggest seller with sales of around 13 million, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 only managed around 7 million. Well, the new Super Mario Bros. Sub-series has never been popular with fans, though, who criticize it for lacking innovation, and so Nintendo took a chance by focusing all efforts on Super Mario Odyssey for the Switch. Efforts that have paid off so well, they've changed Nintendo's view on 3D Mario titles. So it felt like each time we created a new installment in the Super Mario series, which by then had expanded into 3D, it became more complicated. After the release of Super Mario Galaxy in 2007, The goal was to develop a more accessible 3D Super Mario game, and the result was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, a basic side-scrolling Super Mario game that even new players could easily play. So recently, people of all generations have been enjoying the 3D Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. So for 3D Mario going forward, we want to try expanding further in new ways. So, as you can see, he didn't go into any detail, but it is the first time that Nintendo has confirmed a new 3D Mario game. Whether a direct sequel to Odyssey or something else is in development. So to me, guys, okay, before we go any further, Super Mario Odyssey was incredible. I mean, from a multitude of different perspectives, but let's just talk about from a pure business perspective. Number one, Super Mario Odyssey was so huge, guys. I mean, we're talking everybody was playing it, at least trying it out. It got incredible reviews from critics as well as fans. And so not only did it do immense amounts, selling millions upon millions of copies, but it also was a great experience. So it just makes sense that they're going to continue this. To me, it would be totally crazy to me if they didn't call it Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, whether it's Super Mario Odyssey 2, they'd have to have the Odyssey in there, though, because that's what made this game so great. And I think a direct continuation of that makes complete sense. What do you think, Alyssa?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd be the first one in line to buy it. It was a great game. I've always been a Mario fan, all the way back to like Nintendo 64, and you had Mario Kart on Nintendo 64. I've always been a Mario fan. One of the reasons I really like it is we have younger children, and so it was super easy for them to play too, and they really loved it, which I think got us into it too, because they're kind of starting their video game journey, and most of the games out are too hard for them. And so I think the Mario games are like a great introduction for kids to get into video games. Mario Kart, Super Mario Odyssey. But the one thing about Super Mario Odyssey that I loved, it's a long game. I mean, it was probably a full year before I even got through the whole thing, and my kids, because they finished the story mode, and then I don't know if a lot of people know this, because a lot of people don't finish the credits of a game. If you go through all the credits, there's an end scene of the game, and you can continue the game. It's like you go to the Mushroom Kingdom at the very end. You have to go through all the credits after you beat Bowser at the end of the game, and then you have more things you can do. Like, you can find all the stars. You can get more outfits for Mario to wear. Then you can go back to, once you're done the main gameplay, you can go back to all the other worlds and find all the other stars that you need to find. And it's just such a long game, and I think it's totally worth the price. It's such a great game, and if they would make a sequel, I'd be the first one to buy it.
Were they star? I thought they were moons.
Moons, but then in the Mushroom Kingdom, they're stars.
Oh, okay.
They're like, yeah. So they are moons. You have to collect all these moons. And in the regular gameplay, you don't collect as many, but you have to collect a certain amount to power up his Odyssey, which is his ship is called the Odyssey. And it was a great game. The graphics I thought were amazing. And you know, we're older and we loved the game. I mean, it was a fabulous game for kids and adults alike. I mean, I would love to see a sequel, but I agree that I think Odyssey needs to be in the name of the game, because then we know that it's a continuation or it's part of the Super Mario Odyssey world. Yeah, but I really hope they bring out another one. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that Odyssey was kind of just like the beginning of what this could really be. Another sub-series in the overarching franchise of Mario. I think that this is something that could be very, very special without a doubt. And so, like, I beat the game, and then obviously I didn't play as much when we were talking about, you know, the Mushroom Kingdom and all that. But from beginning to the credits, I thought it was spectacular.
But then there's even other side categories, like you go to I think it's like the dark something, and then there's like the darker side, and then there's all these other different levels you can beat, and so it's like almost like a game within a game.
It's like the dark side of the moon?
Yeah, the dark side of the moon. And then there's the darker, once you beat the dark side of the moon, there's the darker side of the moon. I didn't beat that part because it's kind of hard, but and like I said, I really like that. I think our sons were like 5 and 6 at the time. maybe 5 and 4, and it was really easy for them to play. So they got into it, which I really liked, that they were able to play it, because Mario is just such a pastime for all people who've ever played video games. So I'm glad they get to experience Mario, but in a totally different way than we ever did. But man, that game was so fun. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
I actually played it 2 or 3 times all the way through, because I liked it so much.
Yeah, it's an incredible, incredible thing. It's good for, adults and kids alike, which is awesome about it. So, however, although Nintendo never confirmed the fact, the Bowser's Fury game included with the Switch version of Super Mario 3D World seemed to be by a new team, and after that successful experiment, it could be that they are working on the next full-length 3D Mario game. So, elsewhere in the Q&A, Miyamoto once again confirmed that Nintendo has plans to make movies and other visual content based on IP other than just Mario. Naturally, he didn't say which ones though, and almost certainly won't until it's known how the Super Mario movie is received. So, okay, so let's talk about this. Yeah, so they're going to be making a movie. They're really trying to expand upon a lot of what they're doing.
Like animated, or is it going to be like real people?
I don't know much about it, actually. I'm not sure. They haven't released a ton of information about it, but I'm interested in the movie. A lot of the stuff that they're doing with Mario, I love it. So this leads us to and how long until we see, a Super Mario Odyssey 2? Well, to me, guys, I think we're a number of years away still. I think that Nintendo, they're working on other things outside of the realm of just, Super Mario Odyssey 2. I think they're working on a number of other different games. Mario is probably their biggest, figure or character in all of their universes that they've created. I mean, we could argue Zelda, we could argue a couple other games out there, but I think that Mario is like the standard for Nintendo.
Zelda doesn't hold a candle to the Mario games. I mean, that's...
No, I don't think so either. But a lot of people absolutely loved Breath of the Wild from Zelda. I was not. I was certainly more critical of that than other people. But this is something that I'm really excited about, guys. I think that we're a number of years away, but I'll be sure to give you guys more information as it comes out about Super Mario Odyssey 2. What do you guys think? When do you think we're going to get it? Do you think we're going to get it? Is it going to be called Super Mario Odyssey 2? Or is it going to be just another, Super Mario game that's kind of within that universe but doesn't have the Odyssey name attached to it? Let us know in the comment section down below. And for more Super Mario Odyssey 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.